to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd and 2, Sullivan. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They go to Johnson again. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Operating from the gun, Sullivan, touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action, it's Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On first down, it's Fields. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This complete to Jones. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense. That's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
On now is the kicker Jason Myers for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Sullivan. It's complete to Drake. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They try the left side with Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a second. Off play action. Sullivan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Up the middle, Johnson looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now. And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 43 yards on the ground for him so far. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point. Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead. Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Off play action, Fields. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard. Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover. In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down? So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Again, Fields. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Myers' kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
From the 24, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. 3rd and long. It's Fields escaping the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Harris returning. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The drive starts with a run by White. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake. Sullivan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Tershawn Wharton, the one to get him to the ground on the defensive side.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's out right at the 25. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Sullivan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Jones. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Fields leaving it with Montgomery here on the option. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Fourth down. Fields has to have this one. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, 27 yards. And the Bears have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
Now, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 3rd and 2, Sullivan. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw again. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
from the gun on third down. Sullivan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air. I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. On first down, Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Fields on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
To the air again, Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tershawn Wharton. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. After the sack on first down, Fields. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
All eyes on Fields. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Myers' kick is good, and that'll move it back within 6 now. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the 4th quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off play action. Sullivan. Across the formation, he finds Godwin. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw on 2nd down. Sullivan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Bucs, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.